Hi everyone, I got a great lesson for you today. This is lesson 189 in our workbook of A Course in Miracles, and it's entitled, I Feel the Love of God Within Me Now. And what it's going to tell us is that there is an entirely different way of walking this world. There is a way in which you can see the world through eyes that are blessed, right? That you see a world full with love and light and peace, as opposed to the world of fear and separation and darkness and anxiety. This is available to every single mind that apparently seems to walk this world, right? So definitely available to you. But it does require that you change your mind about the world, that you apply forgiveness, that you undergo a spiritual awakening or spiritual transformation process. These are all the same things. These are not different. They are absolutely the same. I'm going to read you a couple of lines. Listen to this. There is a light in you that the world cannot perceive, and with its eyes you will not see this light, for you are blinded by the world. The world literally serves as a screen to hide what lies beyond, to hide what's really there. Can you see? It's like you project your own fears and anger onto this world, and it reflects it back to you because ideas leave not their source, right? You see what you want to see, but what you see is not really there. Can you see? So the first step in your spiritual awakening would be to see things differently, to be aware of source, to walk this world with the love of God within you now, as it's talking about. Can you see? That's the first thing. You see things differently. Now he says, yeah, yet you're going to be able to see this. He said, yet you have eyes to see it. It is there for you to look upon. It was not placed in you to kept hidden from your sight. He says, we're not hiding this for you. This is available to you, right? Can you see? So if you're not seeing it, it must be because you don't want to see it, right? Because you're choosing, if you will, not to see it. Now listen, this light is a reflection of the thought we practice now. Can you see? What is the thought we practice now? I feel the love of God within me now. Okay. It's available to you. It's available just for wanting it. To feel the love of God within you is to see the world anew. Listen to this. Shining in innocence, alive with hope, and blessed with perfect charity and love. That's what we're talking about. Walking this world with an entirely different way of seeing. You can call it vision, you can call it corrected vision, whatever you want to call it. But it's that new mindset that reflects back to you now, instead of darkness and fear and anger, light, love, peace. Can you see? The two worlds don't meet. He's going to tell you that the two worlds don't meet. You're going to see the one of fear or you're going to see the one of light, but they don't meet. They have no meeting place. Can you see? And that new world, remember Paul says, and I saw a new heaven and I saw a new earth. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about his own spiritual experience. That's what this lesson is trying to tell you. You can walk this world differently. And it happens through your forgiveness. It says, this is the world that the love of God reveals. I love it. This is the world that the love of God reveals simply because you've chosen the love of God instead of the denial of it. Can you see? And once you do that, once your mind accepts that, you see differently. Now, that does for a moment mean that you're going to be undone in the way you think now. We're not talking about conceptual thinking here. We're talking about an actual experience, all right? And that requires that you undergo a spiritual awakening. It requires that you undergo a, how shall I say this, a reversal of your thinking, a correction of your thoughts, right? That correction is miraculous, right? The miracle being the correction. That is an entirely process of correction that happens within your own mind, and it happens by practicing these lessons. Okay, see, it happens by thinking differently, and it's going to require some practice because the way you have been thinking is one of fear, one of separation, one of condemnation, right? And which is why you're seeing a world that's exactly like that. You see, there isn't really a world out there. We've talked about this many times, right? There is no world apart from what you wish. It's a projection of your own mind, right? It's not really out there, but you see what you want to see. You see the way you think. So This is the correction of that process, if you will. It is so different from the world you see through darkened eyes of malice and of fear that one belies the other. What he's going to say is the two worlds do not meet. Only one can be perceived at all, the other one is wholly meaningless. Right? The world of fear and pain and loneliness and sickness and death is wholly meaningless. It doesn't seem meaningless when you're in it, it seems very real to you, but the fact of the matter is that once you have the experience of what lies beyond this, it will become wholly meaningless to you because you've seen what's truly real. And once that's been your experience or is your experience, everything changes. You will no longer wholly think that any of this is real, you see? A world in which forgiveness shines on everything and peace offers its gently light to everyone is inconceivable to those who see a world of hatred rising from attack, poised to avenge, to murder, and to destroy. There you have it. You're going to see one and you're going to see the other, right? You can tell the world about the world of light, love, and hope, but they may not, it doesn't mean anything to them. Right? So you're always looking for minds that are willing to hear it, right? You're always looking for minds that are looking for an alternative to this world, that see the world. I think generally speaking, everyone will agree that this is a kind of a cruel world, correct? But to actually accept that there is another world available that you can see, that's an entirely different thing. Yet is the world of hatred equally unseen and inconceivable to those who feel God's love within them. That's right. If you're walking in the love of God, that other world has no meaning. It says their world reflects the quietness and peace that shines in them. The gentleness and innocence that they see surrounding them. The joy with which they look out from the endless wells of joy within. Love that, right? You radiate out. Joy extends onto itself. What they have felt in them, they look upon, and they see its sure reflection everywhere. I love that, right? You're going to, as you think, so will you see, right? So will you perceive. That's just the law that pertains to. So the invitation is always to change your mind. The invitation is to undergo a spiritual transformation. The invitation is to awaken from your dream, right? To see the world anew, to forgive. And again, these are not different things. These are one and the same thing. It's just a different way of expression. Now he goes like, which would you see? The choice is given you. I love that. It's like now he goes to, it gets personal, right? He says, okay, now let's look at it. Which do you want to see? You got a choice. Like he's going to tell you, you don't have to look upon this world of hatred and fear. You can see differently. But remember that whatever you're seeing is the one that you choose to see. You see? It gets personal now, isn't it? It gets really close. Like he says, no one is doing this to you. You are the cause of this. You're absolutely responsible for it. Which one do you want to see? Can you see how A Course in Miracles always addresses you within your own mind? It's not talking to the guy next to you. It's always talking to you. You're the dreamer of the team. You're the perceiver of this world. You are the one that's being invited to change your mind. Can you see? But learn and do not let your mind forget this law of seeing. Here it is. You will look upon that which you feel within. We talked about that. If hatred finds a place within your heart, you'll perceive a fearful world, held cruelly in dead, sharp-pointed bones. Like he's gonna, yeah, all right? If you feel the love of God within you, you will look out on a world of mercy and of love. Love that. So that's the choice. That's the choice that we're making today. Which one do you want to see? Well, I want to see the world of love of God. Okay, great. Then you will. But remember that saying these words means nothing. To mean them is everything. Can you see? This refers to another lesson in A Course in Miracles, remember? But that's just a true thing. Saying it is different than meaning it. Can you see? And it requires a little practice because you're so accustomed to seeing with eyes of darkness that it's going to maybe take a moment. Let that be so. Don't worry about it. But it's just the intent. It's the intent that you give it that will determine the outcome. So read this lesson today if you have a moment. This is lesson 189 in your workbook. I feel the love of God within me now. I love you. I hope you have a great, great day wherever, whenever you are. And I'll see you everywhere.